Hey yo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the GIJoeClub.com exclusive figure subscription service, Wave 8. This is figure 7, Recoil. Very cool looking figure here. So this guy originally came out in the vintage line in, I want to say, 88 or 89? Somebody drop a comment down below and refresh my memory of exactly which year that was. But it was always a really cool and interesting figure, mainly because of his crazy weapons that he had. He has this one double-sided crazy machine gun thing that I don't know what you would end up calling it. But they duplicated it here, and we have a new modern version of the character. So very nice to see this guy in the lineup. Comes on a standard 25th anniversary style card back with a new updated character artwork here. They've changed the color scheme just a little bit, it seems like, but it's pretty close to at least my recollection of the figure. I've not actually looked at the figure in a long time, so I don't remember off the top of my head. It does look slightly different though, but that just may be me remembering things differently. But yeah, for some reason I thought he was blue, but yeah, I don't think so. Green, and it looks cool though. Flipping it over to the back here, we do have the enlarged artwork here, and then we have the actual file card here at the bottom. And we'll see if we can get close enough here. Y'all can pause it right now to read through that if you would like. Very nice looking though. Yeah, let's go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at him and see what kind of cool stuff he's got here. So, quick little slice with my X-Acto knife here. And we'll get to him. So I'll point out that the card got a little dinged here on the bottom. It came that way from the factory. I did buy these all as part of the actual figure subscription service for this final set of figures, and they do have some issues like that from time to time. But since I'm opening it, I don't care. I don't care as much as I would if I was wanting to keep it carded anyways. We do get a cool figure stand, which we will zoom in here in a moment and take a look at it here. But we do have some tape on the accessories here, so let's go ahead and slice the tape open to make it easier for us to get to these things, so I don't have to struggle with it. Cool. So we get kind of a straightforward, kind of M16-ish weapon. We get this cool knife. And again, we'll look at these individually here in a few moments. We get a cool backpack with a radio antenna on it. Very nice. We get this, I don't know what this is, but we get it. It's some kind of like recon package thing, communication gear, field recorder, something like that. We also get his crazy double weapon thing here, which is very nice, and I'm digging this thing. So it does look like it's been slightly modified from the original vintage version, but it's right in spirit anyway. So, and then we actually get the figure itself. And we'll toss this to the side now. So, very cool looking. Let's go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look if we can. Bear with me while I get the camera readjusted here. I got a crazy monitor arm that sometimes wants to work and sometimes prefers not to. So, there we go. I think that'll work just fine. So let's see. Let's start with the figure stand like we normally do here. We do have a standard 25th anniversary style battle stand. The raised G.I. Joe logo on the top. 2 foot pegs. Recoil on the front. and standard 2007 copyright there, so very nice. These are great, just little extra accessories for us to deal with. Let's take a look at this thing here. Recoil is a long-range recon patrol soldier, so I'm assuming this is some kind of camera package, mine kit. I don't really know. These look like mines because they have it. Oops. It says on the front that it says front on them. We can get this to zoom in, right? So it does say front on those, so it's like a mine thing. And I don't know what these little doodads are. Looks like a detonator or something there. So it's pretty cool looking, whatever it is, but very nice. Yeah, I don't remember seeing those mines before that say front on them, but that's a really good thing to know. Let's see here. Knife. We have seen a similar knife like this in the past, but still very cool looking. Kind of a large, almost Bowie knife, survival knife thing. A little bit of detail work. I do like the notches on the blade. I'll point out that you also have a little sheath right here on the side of the backpack for this knife to slide into. You can store it like that right there, which is very cool. And while we have it out, we'll go ahead and take a look at the actual backpack itself. I think we saw this originally with Falcon. Yeah, I'm going to say it was Falcon, but still very cool. Some really nice detail work on this thing here. We've got some cool canteens here with little silver caps on them. A bit of rope there. You got some stitching and things like that. Some cool pouches on the side. Got the cool radio antenna. And the cool thing about this is that this pouchy thing here actually does open up. And you can actually grab the radio itself and pull it out, which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. Yes, the radios are a little bit dated, but that's the way they used to be in the. I guess they were used through the 80s, but in my head, it's very much a kind of a throwback to the Vietnam War era. So very nice looking though. And there's a little bit of extra room in there, so you can put some other stuff in there if you wanted to. But that radio just kind of slides right in there. And we just kind of tuck this back in there. It helps if you can see what you're looking at. There's a light in my way right now. So anyways, that normally will just pop back in there. Something like that. There we go. Nope, popped out again. So that is something to be aware of, is you do kind of have to press on that pretty hard to get it to actually go back into that little notch there. But still really cool looking. The actual antenna is removable as well. This was one of the things that was easily lost on the original Falcon figure. So, still. There we go. There is that. Let's take a look at this rifle here. Kind of a standard M16 style. I know it's probably not an M16, but again, if you know more about weapons than I do, please leave a comment down below. You have a grenade launcher on the underside of the stock there, so really nice detail work along here also. Very nice. I like this gun. This is a cool one. And then we have his kind of signature weapon, this crazy over-under pistol pump shotgun-y thing. I don't have a clue what it is, but it looks pretty awesome. Some really nice detail work on it. It reminds me a lot of some of the weapons off of the Aliens movie, so that may be why I like it so much, but still very cool looking. We'll move on to the figure itself here. Let's see if we have any other accessories, and we do. We've got a pistol on his side. in a nice holster. There is a close-up of that. Some, again, nice detail work. Very cool. And I always do love the fact that we do get holsters for these things. That just makes my day. So very nice there. That looks like that's all the accessories other than his helmet. And the helmet is removable. On the original vintage release, it was non-removable. So this looks like the same helmet we've seen on a couple of other guys. Mouse from the Retaliation line and a couple other guys. But still a pretty nice looking helmet. It still reminds me a little bit of a bicycle helmet. But it also looks a bit like something from Starship Troopers. So I try to think of it that way instead of a bicycle helmet. Detail-wise, this guy's got some cool stuff going on. Some nice green polarized sunglasses there. Some really awesome pouches all the way around. He's got some sort of GPS gadget thing on his arm. Very awesome looking gloves. Cool pouches. Nice padded back flak jacket. Elbow pads. Very nice details in the pants. Like these knee guards. And some cool looking boots there with some awesome laces and all. All in all, a very nice looking figure here. The camera is probably blowing out the color a little bit right now with the lights that I have going on here. But in person, it's a very pleasing color. I really do like this, and the actual digital camo pattern he's got going on is pretty cool. It's very nice looking. I like it. Articulation wise, the head does spin 360 degrees. We do get some up and down motion. Pretty good actually. A little bit of side head tilt there as well. The helmet fits a little bit loose, so it kind of wiggles there when you do that, but that's okay. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. We get a swivel and a rocker at the wrist, so that is very cool. Standard ab chest twist thing going on there. Quite a bit of ab crunch motion there. The flak jacket thing doesn't inhibit it at all. Standard T-hook at the waist. Full front motion, full back motion. Very nice. Really good side to side as well. Double knee joints here. And the swivel and rocker there on his ankle. So all in all, really awesome articulation. I'm really impressed with this guy, to be honest with you. Yeah, so the character itself was never the. Let's go ahead and get him armored up here while I talk. He was never the at the very top of my G.I. Joe ranks. I liked the character because of the crazy gun, but he never really made it too far on my list just as a general G.I. Joe character. But that being said, I'm really digging this guy. He definitely looks a whole lot better in person than I was expecting here. And yeah, he is pretty outstanding here. So we do have a small problem in that we do not have the ability of holding all his weapons at one time. That's probably not as big of a deal to anybody else other than me, but I always like that when you can have the character carrying everything, but you can kind of cheat and kind of stick this gun back in here behind his backpack and then kind of sandwich it in there real tight. But yeah, anyways, it is a really awesome figure. This guy is yeah, really awesome. So I don't know what else to say here. Very cool figure. You definitely want to pick this guy up if you haven't already. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of Recoil. Does this figure live up to the hype from the vintage release version for you? It does its job for me perfectly well. I'm really liking this guy. So if you'd like to see anything in future episodes, leave me a comment down below as well. I will do what I can to get that out in front of y'all so y'all can check it out. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. Until next time, Yo Joe!